Welcome to the Simpler Business Podcast, where we talk about ways to do what you love and serve your people in a way that brings you income and freedom. I'm your host, Marissa Roberts. Join me as I chat with my favourite entrepreneurs about how they simplify their biz so that you can simplify yours.
Hitting 10K months as a service provider sounds fantastic. But how you get to that 10K can have a big impact on your well-being, especially when you're already imbalancing existing client work with personal life tasks like running a household, raising a family. You might already be feeling stretched a little too thin. Now, the good news is with some strategic planning and a little mindset work and a couple of time and effort saving hacks, you can absolutely reach those 10K months without working yourself into the ground. You just need to be smart with your time and set up your services in a way that supports your business goals and your lifestyle. So today we're going to break it all down step by step. I'll show you how to work out your ideal client load, package your services like a pro, and pitch them with confidence. You'll have a solid plan for scaling your business and hitting those income goals without sacrificing your energy and your well-being. So you ready? We're going to jump in. Now, the first step is to run your numbers. This is where mindset really comes into it, because a lot of the times when I'm working with service providers in particular, I've noticed that they tend to undervalue what they do. You've got to remember that you're not just doing a task for a client, you are saving them a ton of effort. You are saving them a ton of time. You're giving them an incredible amount of value because you're taking the mental load of that task off them as well as the physical load of doing the task. You are helping them stress less. You are helping them free themselves up mentally and have a little bit more buffer time in their own calendar. And when they're freed up to do what is in their zone of genius, that's when they can really scale their business. So your service is very, very valuable, especially if your service is something that you specialize in. So I just need you to get into that mindset first of what I am doing is worth money. It's valuable and it's worth whatever I want to charge, because the outcome that my client gets is what's important, not how many hours it takes you to do it and what your hourly rate is. It is the outcome and the benefit of providing that service that either helps them make money or save time and effort somewhere else. Okay, so let's take a look at what the numbers mean. We're going to run your numbers now and look at what 10K per month can look like. And I usually go with the same 5 examples. 10K per month, simply put, is 2 clients at $5,000 per month, or 4 clients at $2,500 per month, 8 clients at $1,250 per month, or 10 clients at $1,000 per month, or if you really feel the need to go lower pricing, it's 20 clients at $500 per month. Now, you see my reaction just then when I said 20 clients at $500 per month? The risk that you're taking with that amount of clients is you're going to burn out. $500 a month means you need 20 people to hit 10K, but then you have to think about the time you're committing to doing the work. I would burn out at 20 clients per month. I would prefer 4 clients per month, max. So you need to think about which one feels like a good fit for you. And if you're not sure, I've got a simple exercise you can try. You can open up your digital calendar. I use a Gmail or a Google Workspace calendar because it syncs with my phone and I can use it on my desktop as well. And yeah, you open up your calendar. And then what I want you to do is look a couple of months ahead where you're not all booked out yet, right? And then I want you to add your non-negotiable downtime that you want, your time for relaxing, your time for doing creative things, your time for your hobbies, or your time for rest and rejuvenation. Add that into your calendar first for the month. And then I want you to add in the time that you allocate to personal commitments, like spending time with your kids or running errands for the home, or if you're helping caring for parents, for example. Personal time commitments, they are different to time off. They might not be work related, but they do require a personal commitment from you. So that is actionable tasks, right? So I want you to put in your downtime first, then put in your personal commitment time, and then you just block them out like little meetings. And then at that point, that's when you add your available work time. So what are the hours, given all the other stuff that's going on in your life that you've just put into your calendar, including self-care for you, because that sets the foundation. What is your available hours per week at that point that you can commit to work? Or what hours do you want to work each week? Now, when you look at how much time you have for work, that's when you look at how many clients you can reliably service in that time. What does your gut tell you? Because your intuition is going to kick in here. And for me, that's where 4 clients is the happy balance. 4 is my happy level. Whatever your happy level is, go with that. And remember, you can tweak this over time. If you choose 8 clients at $12.50 per month and then 3 months down the track, it feels like too many, you can increase your prices and drop down your client load anytime you want. You can adjust your availability, you can adjust your rates to whatever's going on in your life. And you're going to have seasons in your life where you're going to be busier than others or more excited about working than others. And I think that's the benefit of having your own business is you can plan out your business model and then tweak it to suit your life. It's not set in stone when you first decide. Okay, so that's step 1, running your numbers and getting comfortable with them. Step 2 is to set up your service package and pricing. There's no more winging it now. You are going to create a pricing guide and include a description of your signature service, the thing that you're really good at, the thing that you're already known for. That's a great place to start. So pick a service that's going to become your signature service, and then you're going to create a service and pricing guide around that. And you're going to include the description of the service, an explanation of how it's going to save your client time or money or effort or a combination of the 3 if they outsource that service. Then you're going to include your pricing options. Tiered pricing is my favorite thing to do, right? So you could have, for example, bronze, silver, or gold. It's all the same service, but you have 3 different tiers. Each tier is a different price, and each tier has a different amount of inclusions. So bronze, for example, is the cheapest and has less inclusions, maybe just 1 or 2. Silver is your mid-tier. It has everything that bronze includes, plus 2 or 3 more inclusions. And gold is your premium offer. It has everything included, so the client doesn't have to worry about a thing. It is all taken care of for them, and that is your premium price. Now, for my services, I offer 4 tiers at the moment. So currently mine are called Starter, Professional, Advanced, and Premium. My services go into 4 key areas that I help clients simplify their business in. So I'll leave a link to my guide in the show notes. And that way, if you want to have a look at it and see, how I present my services and my pricing, just in case it helps make it a little bit easier for you, feel free, you can download and take a look at that. Now, you want to have a clear pricing grid or segmentation on your page that clearly shows the difference in inclusions at each price point. So, for example, if I was doing one for podcast production, then bronze would be the top and tail. So I'd trim the start and end, I'd put the little intro at the start, the outro at the end, and that's it for bronze. Nice and easy, doesn't take a lot of time and effort for me, but gives a professional outcome for the client. Silver is where I'd go a step further. So they'd get their trim at the start and end, the top and tail with the intro and the outro. But also I would say to the client, hey, if there was an error in that episode, let's say you sneezed or someone knocked on the door, or like I get in my podcast sometimes, your cat walks across the screen, you can let me know the timestamp from that error, for that error, and I will remove it for you. So now I'm doing a little bit more work for them. They're getting an even better outcome, but I'm still not committing to a premium service for the whole episode. Now, gold, that is my premium level. So if in my case, that's where me or my team member would go into the podcast episode. So the client records the raw audio or video footage and sends it to me. We go in and listen to the entire episode, the full episode. We remove any error that we notice. Client doesn't have to give us any timestamps, doesn't even have to tell us if there's an error. We actually watch or listen to the whole episode, spot those errors ourselves and take them out. And we also take out things like filler words like that sort of thing, and we take out dead air. So if somebody pauses, we take that out as well. And that is our premium service, and we also upload it to the podcast platform. So yeah, you can see the difference now between bronze, silver, and gold. The other thing you want to include in your service guide is the link to book and pay for your service. Now, this eliminates all the back and forth and gets rid of a lot of the nerves because you don't have to actually talk about your prices. it's all linked into your service guide, right? So if they're paying for a package, you can link straight to Stripe or straight to PayPal. If they're paying not for a package, but to book, say, 2 hours of your time to work on something, you can use Book Like a Boss. That's the software I use. It lets them choose the date and the time that you can be working for them, and they book and pay for it on the spot. You get paid ahead of time for that commitment to doing that service at that date of time. So yeah, it's really, really easy. You can do either one of those options works. I'm an affiliate for Book Like a Boss. I'll leave a link in the show notes if you want to check it out. Okay, so that's step 2 taken care of. Step 3 is to make it easy to pitch. So what you want to do here is, I don't know about you, but when I'm writing emails from scratch, if I'm nervous or I'm pitching a service, all of my emotions come out in that email and I'm stumbly and rambly and there's too much fluff in the email. So what I do instead is I created a simple email template that says, I would love to work with them. I'll include a couple of benefits, why it's good to hire me and outsource this service. And then I let them know that my service guide is attached and there's a link included in the document for when they're ready to get started. So nice and simple. Now, if you need a hand writing an email like this, I've got one written already in my templates pack for you. Actually, I have 2 of them. One is for warm leads, so people who have already, contacted you or been in touch with you in the past and shown interest in your service. And then the other one is for cold leads. So this is people who would benefit from your service, but they haven't met you yet and you're reaching out to them for the first time. So I'm going to leave a link to my template pack in the show notes. If you want to grab those templates and tweak them, it's much quicker and easier than writing from scratch, and kind of gets you past that blank page moment at the start where you're like, I don't even know where to begin. Okay, so that's it. You've run your numbers. You know how many clients you're looking for to hit your 10K in a way that feels good for you. And you've got your service and your pricing guide sorted as one. And you have an email template to pitch to potential clients to make it smooth and easy and remove the emotional tie you have to quoting prices. So now you just have to take action. And when you do, I would love for you to come and find me on Instagram at Marissa Roberts Official and let me know how you go. I hope you found this helpful and I will see you next time.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Simpler Business Podcast. If you did, please subscribe, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. There's a link in the show notes to make it nice and easy for you, just the way we like it. If you're ready to simplify and scale your business, you can get started with my free audio class at marissaroberts.com. See you next time.